We were on a bike ride and we rode by this place, so we thought we'd come back with our car.
It's an open house today, and it's a historic house.
So we'll probably never see it open again, so we might as well do it now.
Doing it now.
Doing it now.
This is where I welcome you to the house of the Honorable Senator H.S. Williams. And this is a picture of him right here. He was the very first state senator for Brevard County. He also represented Dade County, 1885. He was born in 1833 in Montclair, New Jersey, to a family that had been there for several generations. They were all successful horticulturists. This book has been put together, it's been transcribed from his diaries, very well written, very easy to read. We don't sell them here, they're locally available by the author. If you want to know more, that's a real good source for it. He's talking with his older brother about opportunities in Florida. The government wants Florida settled. There's property down there and you can homestead property. It's a new frontier. 1873, he and his older brother come down here and check out the opportunities in this area. He didn't qualify for homestead because you gotta live here to qualify, but there's 54 acres of land for sale and he buys it. And that 54 acres, the last piece of that 54 acres is where the house stands right now that you're standing in. It's a wilderness though. This is all grown up woods. It's all just undeveloped, nothing but woods. He comes here, he puts his Southern Belle in a drafty old cabin out back, and he starts building the house. In his obituary, there's a statement in there. The writer of the obituary says how many times he saw Mr. Williams pushing a raft of logs from trees that he cleared here up the river to Titusville to the sawmill, and then coming back with the lumber that he builds the house. So when you're looking at the woodwork in here, and all of it is original, you're looking at the wood that he brought back that probably grew here. The house was built with central gas lines going to all the light fixtures. They were called gasoliers. And you're welcome to ask questions. I love questions. All the woodwork in here is original to the house. The walls are horsehair plaster. You can see his carriage making skills in that mantle. The picture railing is original, as is the gilding that's on the picture railing. There's a picture of the family. This is H.S. Williams, Cornelia Williams, Sydney, who was born in Alabama, and Myra, who was born here in this house in 1877. So those shades are original to the house, and they've been preserved by the family.
That's a gorgeous piece.
It is.
Absolutely.
This is actually called a smoker's bench, because it's got a little ashtray and place for a cigar over there.
My goodness,
He
that
did
is
a
a
beautiful
fabulous lamp.
That was donated to us by one of the benefactors that's donated quite a bit of money to the restoration of the house. Piano right here is original to the house. This was a gift to Myra for her graduation from Rollins College in 1898. In here again, all the woodwork is original. The picture railing is original.
Banisters are very low.
These banisters Okay, this is original to the house, right here. This a linen press. It's shelves inside. Back in the 1880s, there was a shipwreck off of Cape Canaveral, and all this mahogany was washing ashore. And when the locals, with few resources, found out about that, they were all out there gathering up the mahogany and coming back here and making furniture out of it. It's not indigenous to this area. You can't just go get it here. After every hurricane, there's shipwrecks out there.
Till this day.
Yeah. Okay, we're at the master bedroom here. The picture right here on the wall is their marriage certificate, which is that it hung on the wall as long as they lived here. Mr. Williams was the first president of the first telephone company in 1900. This is a real telephone. And I'd like to mention that this may be the first telephone table in all of Brevard County. Here's our original potty, chamber pot. Yeah, fancy one. This is what we call Sydney's room. And he's in the local newspaper. They're saying that H.S. Williams is entertaining a guest, which meant he was renting rooms during January, February, March to guests. And 1884, he's advertising in northern newspapers that he can sleep 20 people. This is Sydney, and he's posing with a 54-pound drum that he speared out there in the river. The saddle is original to this house. These fixtures are original to the house. At what time they came in here, we don't know. My guess is going to be 1900 somewhere. It was 1890 by his own writing here. He's itemizing the well. 1890, he dug a 334-foot well at the top of the hill here. You know where the new Publix was torn down and rebuilt up there? That exact location, that was his property. That's where he built the well. This is Myra's room. This was Myra's choice for her whole life. There was a balcony out here, so she had access to the balcony and the view of the river. This was her bedroom until she couldn't make it up the stairs anymore. Finally, in the last year or so, made a bedroom out of the downstairs. We have Myra's shoes. They were the quality, pure leather. They would last forever. How about this for a nice library?
This is
great.
Fabulous.
And this is where Myra, in about 1920, they're still renting rooms out. Here's a picture of the house before the Queen interred. See the corner? He built this part, then he built this part. Also in that when he added the Queen interred, we believe is when he connected the kitchen upstairs and downstairs to the main house. These stairs, before he closed it in, these stairs were outside the house. So during the years that this was the only schoolroom in Rockledge, the children could come up these stairs without going through the house. And see, this is kind of the same thing as the post office. It was too far away to get the mail. Well, it was too far away also to get education for your kids. He was on the school board. He said, "I've just emptied a room above my kitchen. We can school children in the area here." So he opened this room up to be the first schoolroom in Rockledge. The other kind of well that he drilled and to give running water to the kitchen would have come right here. And here we have a kitchen typical of 1890s. Okay, and then out here we have the laundry room. This is the laundry outside. This is a cistern that's been capped off, so we're not catching the water anymore. But this cauldron over here is original to the house. The basement there, it's not a full basement, but it is just carved into the coquina. I want to encourage you to go back into the woods. We've been clearing that for the last 3 years. We've got orchids hanging back there that are getting ready to bloom. And the family graveyard is back in the very corner back there.
You've given us a beautiful tour. It's wonderful what you guys have done to the place.
Well, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. If you could have seen it before it was restored. Thank you so much for coming to appreciate it.
Oh, look, and there's the family cemetery back here.